Oh, I see what you mean.
Deeply Rooted Show. Welcome back to the Deeply Rooted Show. I've got two funny people next to me today. We've got Mr. Tammy and friends, Tammy Dlamini and Pius Xulu, all the way from Cape Town. How are you doing, sir?
It's been nice being back home in KZN. Anyway, the food, the people, everything is just
Tammy, how are you doing?
I'm all gravy. I'm glad that this nigga actually cleared that up. Because he's not from Cape Town.
I just lived there.
Do you still speak Zulu to the closest? Or did you
Shaya Zulu, nesingisi, isiXhosa ngishaya makufanele. Yes, yeah,
mina ngikhuluma zona kuphela.
Ngabukhuluma isiXhosa kuphela.
I was living in Cape Town as long as he has.
You say that.
The thing is that Amaxhosa are very particular about being Xhosa.
Yes.
Like they don't like Amaxhosa who go to Joburg and come back speaking Zulu.
Or Durban Xhosa.
Yeah, and they post about that thing on social media, which how you've sold out. Ngokuya nje kancane eGoli or eNatal sokhuluma isiZulu. So nabo it's similar to umZulu asukela eGoli and then sokhuluma ngoMara. It's exactly the same thing. So you keep your uniqueness isiZulu sakho. It actually helps more on stage.
Sure.
Because if you're performing to a predominantly Xhosa audience, they love that thing, Yoguti. They can hear what you're saying, but it's not their language.
They can follow. They can follow.
And also how Xhosa words and Zulu words mean completely separate things. Zulu can say, hey, ufuna ukuphuza. That's close to ukuphuza is to kiss.
Oh yeah. Bro. So my cuz lived in Tata. He grew up. His mom was Xhosa. So my favorite cousin. So you know how we do it in black families. Every holiday you're going to your cousin's place.
Yeah.
So he'd come through. We're almost the same age. That's my best homie. Yeah. But bro, we'd be so happy playing skitchy, my sense and then he comes back. I see. I'm like, this nigga's mad. Got this chabula manje usutini like just like that.
So when we are kids, what do you mean I'm bossing, bro?
Dude, I'm already clean, bro. Stay fresh.
Yeah, so it's those words that mean completely different things that make it unique, which as in stick to your Xhosa. Stick to your Zulu, and it makes it. There's something about Ukhuluma Zulu that just breaks you apart from abantu abaningi,
especially in Cape Town.
Yeah, especially in Cape Town, because also our mentality is quite different to the locals. Where in a sense of I don't know how this is gonna sound, but Amaxhosa are very accepting. Where it's in Amazulu, we questionable, say
conservative.
We ask things with no, but logically, this does not make sense. How is it that you want me here to do such and such and such? Now, Tina, we are those people who are conscious in this funugwas.
Sure.
Where the Xhosa nation, whatever goes.
Sure.
They chilled like that.
They chilled like that. But coming from KZN, one of the things I questioned him in Among Figure Cone is that because it's a colored people thing, it's part of their culture.
Yeah.
It goes back and move.
Why did they do that? Sorry.
But it's just one of those. I actually haven't dived into why and what does it mean. But it shocks me when I see black people without front teeth. Why are you doing it? You're not colored. It's not your color. It's kekelembane manje.
Sure.
And I never understood the concept of uzalwe namazinyo onke. And then when you remove part of your teeth and replace them with false teeth, it's stylish and it's culture. It just logically, and coming from KZN, now amazinyo here.
Yeah.
Because this one is kekelembane. But that side, it's stylish. You look forward to taking off your teeth. Yeah, also it changes a lot of dynamics in terms
what you hold is dear, and your conditioning and your standard of beauty is completely different to the person at that hour away.
Exactly. For me to really take something very seriously is whether it's cultural or religious, I look at how women treat it or behave towards it.
Why?
So that abantu besifazane into ebalekile bayahlonipha. Into engabalekile bayahlonipha.
So what do you say about time?
So like for instance, most colored women don't want to be associated a lot with amakalati that don't have front teeth.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and it's a stylish and cultural thing which must say keep you're saying it in, but the colored women don't like that.
Sure. The ones that you speak to and bump in and ask them these questions.
Yeah, it's similar to the Xhosa nation. I can see they get circumcised in the mountains, and then they go through rituals and whatnot. But their women still come back to Amazulu who are uncircumcised. I'm putting this in inverted commas, but
I guess
so I once had a conversation at a canteen in where I was working, where we were chatting and whatnot, and one of the guys said, "No, when Pius, if you come to Eastern Cape, I'm like, what do you mean? I don't know, because I need to, and you've just told us where we started speaking about circumcision and all that.
And you started talking about penises. You guys
penises and not circumcised. And there was a Xhosa series that used to play around. No, it's recent about circumcision and
was it that movie?
Xhosa nation,
the movie,
against it. Because it was showing a lot of things.
Yeah.
So Xulu much as in I got circumcised in the hospital. Yeah. For 2 weeks, especially it was in 2002 and all those type of things. 2001 rather, because I got to matric in 2000.
I'm
feeling my age now.
Hey, Razo.
Tires.
So this guy is like, oh, you got circumcised in the hospital. I'm like, yeah, I got mine done in the hospital. And then they were like, no, when you come to even Namaj, I'm like, what do you guys mean? But no, because if you got circumcised anywhere else besides the mountain, you are umfana. So magbizo madoda in our village, when you won't be included. I'm like, but guys, does this make logical sense though? Because then now you're saying the rest of the world is full of boys. Because in the Xhosa culture or nation, it's only taken Uguti Windota once you get circumcised.
Yeah.
And then your women still come to us. If this is a special and unique thing, Xhosa women shouldn't leave you guys.
Sure.
And they come to us so they can come.
To us as they come to us. He got his penis circumcised during those days when, I wouldn't say stitches, but the women don't wait for them to heal; they come to us.
Oh wow!
But
but in Tajalo, and
I get you. It's just that you look at it from a different perspective, not from a conditioning of
it's like
this will make me
in terms of importance.
But it can be important in their traditions and their cultures. When in Rome, like you must understand, which in my culture this is what it is. But this doesn't mean that we're not in your thing.
When you culture yakho manje so ufuna ucontrola mina
it's
not my thing.
USA manje usuhamba utshela umhlaba wonke ukuthi
democracy.
You out just spreading your way of life.
Yeah.
Enough Xhosa hate.
Yeah.
Can we speak of
it's not though.
I know. I'm just being funny. When did you start comedy and why?
I started comedy doing, going up on stage 2015. Dubai. So I worked in Dubai since 2012 and then Gambuya December 2014. And then, guys, South Africa will humble you. I thought since I'm going to Dubai, I work in hospitality, hotels, leisure companies, travel and tourism. But I was humbled. For a whole 2 years, I couldn't find a job.
Jesus.
Up until I got a job here in Cape Town 2016. So during the time where I was not working, I was like, you know what? And one of them was always to make people laugh, because I have these ideas, and when I'm with my friends, I have a different lingo that I speak than when with normal people. how you describe things, women, relationships, ukudla, abantu. So I was like, you know what, khona machita benza ama sessions in Muhlakeng Township. It's on the west end of Johannesburg. Ngathi mina bafethu ngiyacela in 2 weeks. Ngicela ningifaka ngoba they used to do poetry, abantu abaculayo before bavale with house music and whatnot.
Sure.
So the 2 weeks flew very fast. Ngazibona sengila. And then I performed, and the people were so happy about it. And I was so nervous. It was my first time, and people were so being encouraged and all of that. And I was like, you know what? I'm never stopping this thing. And I'm a one-liner comedian, so I write random things where that they have different meanings. I find fun in that, which as in, how can I be creative? Which I want to say this, but it needs to say more than one thing. Let a person.
You're a dad joke expert.
Yeah, let a person think about what I've said. And utolu is cut. Like if I say, for instance, what do you call a domestic worker at a wedding? You call it the maid of honor. So there's two maids of honor.
There's a process.
Yeah, so there's two maids of honors there. But what I find most of the time, especially in shows, people focus on the maid that's cleaning and washing dishes.
Yeah.
And they forget about the maid of honor who's here with the
bride, yeah.
The bride. And we're like, but guys, why aren't you thinking of her as being with the bride? The only thing that stood is the maid as in Melowashizich.
Yeah.
So I find fun in that.
There's symbolism of what things symbolize.
Yeah, and then I question Uguti, why is it that they focus more on the cleaner and the one more than the one who's here to have fun and to support Umganwa? Why is that?
You know what I see? Oh.
Is it mostly black or white?
Mainly also, black people.
Yes.
Focus on her being an employee.
Because our mothers were those things.
Yeah.
There's the type of jobs that they did.
Yeah.
And somehow we have this thing which it seems like you're always looking down on those things.
But people do. For them to react like that means that they do, is what I found.
Yeah.
I wanted to say that I was talking to a colleague at work, and I'm like, yeah, baby mom. And she goes, oh, I'm a wife, not a baby mama. I was like, okay.
Do you have kids?
She does. And I was trying to explain to her, which I couldn't, and get across because she was so offended by what she symbolizes a baby mama to be versus what I symbolize a baby mama to be. She looks down on them and I don't. So
it's the understanding of the terms.
Exactly. Yeah. So what do you symbolize that word with is usually if when that word comes up, you think of somebody poor cleaning and then saying, ooh, I don't want to be that.
Yeah, I want to move away from that. But here's another version of she's here with the bride. Why are we not thinking of her as being the bride's friend? Why is focus at Pela? This is just an occupation. Her being a domestic worker is just an occupation. Mm-hmm. But here, she's the maid of honor.
Yeah.
But why are only thinking of her as umklini than being... So those things fascinate me. And this is why I write more and more, Wuti. I like comedy that makes people think more than just a joke.
Yeah.
Get into which, okay, if we were to say, okay, let's go to a university and then let's bring a comedian, he's going to tell jokes, and then you must write down what did he mean. And then I think of those things, a class full of students, and then each joke that I tell, all the students need to interpret what I was saying and then mark them. Yes, it should be interesting to find out what they are thinking.
What different perspectives?
Yeah, different perspective, racial jokes, sexual jokes, religious, all those type of things. What do people think in Batabanga Ganjan? Because that's where the surprises are. It's similar to doing videos. I was telling Unaku's Fly Motion, because he has quite a lot of videos that are funny on TikTok, which has in convert some of these videos to stage act.
Sure.
Because you find currently there's a lot of skit makers who just think because they are funny on skits, they can be funny on stage and they bomb.
Yeah.
Because they've mastered how to do skits,
The
but
timing, editing, all
but
of
they
that.
haven't mastered how to be on stage. But the other thing is with skits, people babuke phone or computers, they have time to think about laughing at it and reacting to it. Whereas on stage, it's here. It's either you're making me laugh or not.
It's very different. It's platforms. It's like for me as a camera guy, am I shooting a wedding or shooting a movie?
Yeah.
Am I shooting an advert? All these things dictate a different approach to it.
For sure.
Again, it's like, are you on stage telling jokes? It's a different platform. Are you good? Like, I'm just because in your shoots, I'm things over in front of the camera because there's a certain understanding. Whether you go back and do it yourself or ask people.
Yeah. There's actually a huge teaching or training point which between comedians and photographers. There are photographers who fail to take comedy show pictures. But guys, you can't be taking photos of people yawning at a comedy show. It goes against what we are here to do.
The marketing of people.
It's how am I going to market a comedy show with a picture of someone yawning or someone looking bored?
100%.
So your angles.
Okay, can I just sit back? Sometimes photographers are just there to shoot. You need to have a brief. If you are putting a show together, I brief whoever it is, Uguti. These are the shots I want. You don't do this. You don't do that. You don't do this. Yeah, bro. Even if I'm working with like now the dudes that I work with kind of know exactly what it is that I want.
I appreciate a person like you. With a set brief. So that when I do something wrong, we can look at the brief and say, oh, I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Because there's a brief.
But you
must brief people.
There's talking from experience. There's photographers that I've gotten on. I'm a brief. But then umsebenzi wakho is a reflection of your personality.
Yeah.
So if you send me work that's dark, your angles are terrible, it tells me you need to heal from something.
That's very true. I used
because
to do
your work,
dark photography, dark, unsaturated, and then you find your color.
And then there's people who just take nice photos. It's a comedy show, it's feel good vibes. And then there's some who just the angles are just. If you're taking a photo of a comedian on stage, at least try Wuti. You check la masashak on the punchline. And when the comedian is on stage and the audience is reacting, try to be at a spot where you can capture that. Or a comedian is having fun on stage. Not just, I just took a comedian photo because you said you want at least three images of a comedian on stage. Yeah, Nakona, when you take a comedian's photo on stage, Ungatati is the same thing. Angles. I think this is also a conversation that comedians and camera people, videographers needs to have those conversations with Buffett.
It's just a matching of people. It's about
yeah.
More often than not, in terms of Shawamundu, 1,000 rand.
Yeah.
Then for you to find someone who's willing to take that 1,000 rand, then match your passion is a different conversation.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you'll find a good train. No, on his phone there's 6 months down the line, 1,000 rand. Now you're 6,000 rand later. Now you're starting to see a little bit. So, but are you that patient now, or you keep going from person to person?
Also, bro, there's
with 1,000 rand.
it depends on if you're building someone or you're building with the person.
Yeah.
So, character for me trumps skills you can always learn.
Yeah.
If you have a character, if you find someone that has good character and like a passion for like stuff, you can give them time. In 2-3 months, they'll be on top of the game. But this is an EP. This is the enemy of progress. It's also vital. Let me show you about getting people who have matching sort of like energies and like feel. I like working with like people.
You just get along.
Yeah, like for me, it's like I remember with just putting together a little crew to go shoot like a little corporate thing. It's like you'd be like, nah,
yeah,
he talks too much in the car rides. Nah, like that little thing.
Dog.
Goes a long way, yeah.
Your whole person, everything must be balanced.
Yeah.
We know we can't afford that, guys. We're gonna have to suffer. You work your ass off. So
but that's the other thing. I've worked with so and so, but this year going forward, I need to have a budget to afford this person. Because going to them with a budget saying nah, it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Utami is fucking dope, but I can't go to him and say, hey, bro, no 700. It's just gonna go brown. So then you have to work with other people who can do the same or similar things to them. But it just never matches because you're so used to Utami. Utami does exactly what you want and more. Lorna, they just do enough. Hey, so it doesn't go that mile. So you feel like, Yazin, even Itombezake, they are not branded. They are not this. They are not that. I need to work differently with different people.
Yeah.
Where some you are used to Itombezake have your branding. Yeah, and then Lorna is like, Aiki loko yake, Aiki loko yami. It's similar to graphic designers. Graphic designers can be a headache.
All talents. We'll speak about this.
It's all
talents.
But there's nothing worse. Yeah, but like me, guys, I suffer from inner cause.
You trauma.
By Bizan, this thing. Like I want a graphic designer that is poor with alignments.
Sure.
HD. Like I'm suffering because
but that's not a graphic designer. That's someone who has Photoshop.
No, graphic corner who just focus on Tombe saying fagile logos, but then the alignment of where this should be. Like you can't put Quicket in front of 100 rands.
Sure.
You can't say Quicket and then say 100 rands per person.
Sure.
No, it's 100 rand per person. Then the Quicket logo because it's telling you where to get the ticket.
Sure.
Yeah, so that thinking for me, it's like a designer should just know that.
Sure. How to use space. And the information, if you are deciding which on your poster you're going to put in a residential address to make it. Like me, I come from a hospitality background. So I like to give people information as much as I can. Like to say, 6th of September, put Wednesday. 6th September. Because I got used to people asking you stupid questions. It's Wednesday, 6th September. Young Kinto is here so that when they have excuses, because people will promise you to come to shows. I thought the 6th of September was a Saturday. But nigga, everything is on the poster. It even says Wednesday.
They always make excuses.
So it's like, even my number if I have to, or my social media handles, so that you can inbox me, so that there's no point in the post the way you can say, but Pius, you didn't tell me this.
Yeah.
There was not enough information.
But they'll still tell you that.
They will.
Even with like all that information. Bro, I'd rather just have people who don't show up. Don't come and like make empty promises.
Hey,
but it's gotten to a point where I've just like accepted that.
Yeah.
I don't take it to heart. Like, hey, dude, I'm coming through to this, whatever. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I've done my job in letting you know, Gucci, this is...
How just to ask, how long have you been running Tammy and Friends now?
Since 2019.
And what has the biggest, like, I'd say up and down been and learning like for it as running comedy shows?
As in running comedy shows, dude, I think the biggest thing in whatever you do, bro, is the team you work with, bro.
Yeah.
Have the best team. It is Time and Friends. Everybody's like pretty much
in for it.
I think he shop out like character, like all of them are like just good people, and it's a bonus that they are good at what they are doing. In terms of running it, it'll be crazy for me to try and take like a lot of credits. Everyone has like creative freedom there.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Unless like there's something that's like a change. Like
the
briefs were done before.
Yeah.
Corporate Tommy, shout out
And
Corporate
it doesn't
Tommy.
change. It's
the brief is like standard. I think even if I'm not there, I can.
the team can operate.
The team can run that thing.
Like they did last
proper.
night. Last night.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, this one is a perfect example.
Yeah, you were not there the whole show.
dude. Do you know
Came,
how?
started the show,
Fucked off.
and then fucked off, then came back to close it. Yeah, bro.
Nonto are so good.
And,
She's dope.
bro, shout out to Nonto R. Yeah, but that actually happened yesterday. Even like the setup of the place, something happened early in the day, and I couldn't get there early. And there's a gent who works at the establishment, of which I formed like a good relationship with.
Yeah.
And he'd set it up pretty much differently to how I would have set it up, but he knows the idea behind it. So I'm not finicky about Uguti. This is exactly how stuff must be. As long as you have the thinking behind it.
Yeah.
I feel like
And
that's
they did
how
it out
we
of
talk
love.
to like creators. That's how I talk to like creators. I give them an idea. This is what I want. Now do your thing. And 9 times out of 10, I love it.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, unless I can go into no, this is just this one thing.
We'll tweak.
Even if I like only tweak. Give them space to be
creative.
to be creative. Maybe that comes from me being a
The
creative.
one thing I
as
want to
well.
ask is that since Tammy and Friends, especially this year, has been doing so great, like it's always full content, the corner. How do you feel then when you go to other gigs that you are not producing, where you are just booked? Do you see a lot of red flags in terms of, this chair should be here? Do you see those things, or you just going as a comedian?
That is
Because I was a producer.
Yeah.
You're used to being behind the scenes and organizing everything. And then you get to
Why
a
is this
gig,
table here?
What the fuck?
bro, you talking comedy shows, bro. I've gone to award shows and things like that where one of the hosts or something is doing something and I know them.
And you're like,
And then I text them, get someone to do this. Like I
can't let it go.
I can't let it go. But what I'll be saying is stuff that will make the thing better. I won't be like,
that's what you think.
This is like a shit show. Like I'm like, bro, just get. I remember there was some award show I was at, and some people do not show up.
Yeah,
bro. So they call someone and they're like, you should have someone to come and receive the award on their behalf, even if it's someone who's like part of the crew.
Sure.
Now you are waiting there, you are looking so awkward. And that just where it ends. Like I could have even gone there.
After 30
me
seconds,
to just go there and just take
a replacement.
like Kuba isn't too. Like, bro, you're coming to there's actually a place that we did a comedy at, and I ended up they were paying me to do it there, but I ended up not carrying on because they did not respect the art,
the craft.
The craft that we are doing. Like
the bare minimum.
I'll tell you what.
Respect it.
For months, I'm talking about just having a mic stand. This thing we needed as like comedians. For me to do
Pius loves his mic stand.
gesticulation.
Mic stand. That's my woman right there.
Bro,
mic stand.
He's like, he spends
I
the
make
first
love
5 minutes
to that mic stand.
Bro.
And I
Just
emphasize on wait, please have a mic stand.
For like
I
just
couldn't used to it. Uti mic stand is my baby.
That was one thing. Another is just like I wanted a spot. We have all, bro. If we go and do a comedy in like restaurants and pubs and just other places, bro. I don't want to come through and just carry a mic like I'm talking to people at a tavern, bro. Like I respect my freaking craft. Respect it. Have a stage. It can be even people must see that this is a production. This is a show that we are putting on together. Otherwise, we are just joke tellers, bro. We are performers.
No, because then they say not even joke tellers. They call us clowns. Because they're like, these guys are just clowning around. They're being clowns. No, but comedians. Being a comedian and being a clown are two very separate people.
Showcase two different so types of acts.
And two different types of pressures. Because even in the clown world, Bayawazi who choose the best clown out of clowns.
King Clown.
Who's the king clown? There's a circus.
This is Bozo the
and
Boss.
you want the number one
technique.
clown. Now we are in the clown world.
Yeah. Similar
to comedians. There's so and so is this, so and so is that. Lona loves being associated with Abu Banbani. That's the other thing with associations. Which it doesn't translate to stage. I might be associated with Utami because he's doing this and this and this. That is on radio, he's on TV, he's traveling. But at the end of the day, I'm not him.
That is a problem across the entertainment industry because Tammy's doing well.
The mic work pale. The mic is you, Utami's.
Nobody cares how you arrived here, who you arrived with.
No one cares which you're friends with Tammy. This is you now. We want to see you, and then. If on the mic you are not delivering, we have a short tolerance for you.
What brings you don't suffer fools gladly. Like out of all the stuff we've been talking about here, we have designers.
Yeah, guys, I come from a strict environment where
you gotta clean the kitchen, man.
You have to clean the kitchen, especially if we are a team.
I feel
Izinto needs to be rather hate me for overemphasizing on quality than just accepting.
Yeah.
Because then iposa ngizolonga ibuka inhliziyo yami izoba buhlungu. This should rather we do it together. Ungzonde for ukuthi hey, when you're doing a poster for Pius, it takes 10 days for it before it's released. Rather that than just me accepting. Because at the end of the day, it's my work and it's
a reflection of
it's
your
a
brand,
reflection of me and my brand and what I
and
do.
how you associate and who you associate.
Yeah, well, so graphic designers, they're used to people who just accepting. And you're like, dude, I don't have to have your logo on my poster. I'm paying you for the design.
Sure.
Unless we discuss, which as in half of your rate is going to go towards you having your logo on my poster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you can't just have my your logo on my poster as if it has to be there.
Yeah.
I've paid for the design. Unless you need to go and pay, hey, I can't afford your rate. What I can do, I can pay this amount, and then let's have your logo on the poster.
I'm negotiating.
And proper placement where people would see it. Like for instance, people are very particular on seeing the date and venue. So let's see if we can have your logo around that information. Yeah, well. Because it's key areas of where to place something. So that's why with posters I'm very particular and finicky with information and like also you can't have a headliner's photo smaller than another act.
Yeah.
A headliner's, unless it's Pius who's the main guy who puts the shows together.
Sure.
Either me or the headliner. But you can't have another act overshadowing your headliner on your poster. Because what are you trying to tell us?
Do you do your own shows, man?
Yeah, I produce my own shows as well back in Cape Town, even sometimes here in Durban. But this time in Figilenge, just to be with my family and just to do shows. It's a thing we do even in Joburg. I still need to do a Joburg run where it's just you and your bag.
So you're nationwide famous.
And you sleep anywhere.
No, bro, he's one of the biggest promoters. And he's selling himself kind of short, bro. He's selling himself short.
You do this for real.
Yeah. You do it, and the one thing Emnan about doing, like let's say I'm gonna do a week in Joburg.
Yeah.
You reconnect with comedians because Joburg Kanje, you sleep on a comedian's couch, you sleep anywhere, but it's literally just you and your bag. Unless you get so a mile of booking BNBs, hotels, yeah. But
I find you have holes in different area codes.
Of course.
I've got family, bro. I mean, if I'm in Josie, I'm with family. If I'm in Cape Town, I'm with my boys.
Yeah, family. For sure. So, comedians have your back, and like we always say, as much as it's important for a comedian's act on stage, but your relationship off stage with comedians is also very important, because if you're a dick off stage, niggas won't have time for you. Like, we don't have time for people who are disrespectful, for people who are what's the word? Entitled. Like, hey, bro, you can't be coming here with
and eating our food.
Eating our food. Well, hey, Patega, hey, Patega, okay, boys, eating our food and drinking our food.
I was veg, so the only thing I could have had was this zambano, so not that bad.
No, bro,
eating our food,
bro, you are. No, I was livid, dog. I was livid, bro. You go out of our way to have like some sort of hospitality for people who are performing, people on the lineup and the crew and the Tammy and Friends crew. You are my friend and you're a comedian and you're gonna come to you're not booked for this gig.
I appreciate and you're showing up.
Yes,
to come and support.
That. I love that.
What
Don't come
and a waiter.
Don't eat our food, bro. This is the crew's food. I don't even touch it myself. I don't even eat it.
Calm down.
And you're drinking the
that's where
they 12s. Yeah.
No, guys, look good is for artists. You invite them if you feel there's more than enough food. So and so, and I know you guys are not booked, but join us.
Do you know why I was really pissed off about? If there was enough, it would have been cool. I was pissed off Uguti Unondo didn't get food, bro.
And she
held the entire show down yesterday.
Yeah, she did.
And I was just that's what just pissed me off. Uguti, when you haven't booked, dog.
Nah, dog. For what, dog?
You're not even booked. Why are you gonna?
I'm hungry, dog.
But talking of that, like with photographers, like many photographer that takes photos and not one of the photos angikho kuzo, I feel Utleo photographer does not understand in Tabayenza.
Yeah, man.
Because if I'm running the show, but you don't have even one photo of me, how could you not find me anyway? I'm in the venue. Awungishutanga ngani?
Nah, it goes to the intelligence.
Like, ulibuza ngosense na awungishutanga ngani mina?
No, general intelligence. You understand
that? So I'm paying you to shoot other people and not me. Ngishute nginabantu.
Sure.
Chatting, whatever. You also need to show me being interactive and being there. If mina awungishuthi awungifaki, they're excluding me.
No, ukwenza inkabi. You are paying him to shoot other people. Inkabi.
Pius, if people want to find you in your shows, where do they get a hold of
you? So mina Pius Xulu, Pius Xulu on Instagram.
Could have been Twitter,
yeah. Twitter, Facebook, pius.xulu@gmail.com as well. I'm a one-liner comedian. I do mainly because umuntu ohlala Cape Town, we do mainly English.
Sure.
So kusamele nje ngibhale nje ama one-liner isiZulu.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's just that it's not easy to translate English gags into Zulu. Because the references and the wording, it's
lost in the magic.
Yeah, so you literally need to just it's okay. I'm a traditional person. I like if Zulu. I like writing about culture, religion, because I feel those are teachable moments to teach people about our culture. Yeah, well, like for me,
besides teachability, bro, it's relatability.
Yeah,
you can go and do a crazy joke about Malema here.
Yeah,
it will be hilarious, and you go to the States and they will not.
They don't care
because they do not know.
Yeah, but if I speak about when I'm at home, in the countryside, one of my therapies is being a shepherd, being one with nature and animals.
You do that, bro?
Bro, that's the best therapy ever. Uhlala entabeni the whole day. It's raining, it's not raining, kunjani. going through intaba yokhuza inkomo imbuzi izimvu, you learn so much because a lot happens there. So you find ukuthi kuyabanda, it's cold, it's raining, udinga ukufudumala umentshisa now. What's the next warmest thing? There's cow dung, fresh cow dung. So you look for inkomo that's going to lay the freshest, biggest cow dung, and you dunk your hands and feet in there for warmth. And you don't find it gross. You find it warm.
So funny that a comedian selling it. It's like, I don't want to believe you.
Yeah, to a point where you have to blow to warm you up. It's fresh. And you don't find it gross because even Joba, I'm 41 years. One of the smells that I look forward to is ungena endlini esindwe ngoblongo. Because oblongo is refreshing. Oblongo, there's so much. This is why it's well known which amadoda Zulu, they love their kettles over their wives.
Sure.
So they love their kettles over their cows.
Yeah.
Because in Komo, there's a lot that you can get from cows, cattle than from Andes Fazan. So from just cow dung itself, you can get polisha pansi neindong.
Sure.
It's fertilizer.
Sure.
Yeah, umlilo wenziwe with dry cow dung lasts very long. Umlilo nje woblongwe. Bumnandi kabi.
I didn't even know you can make fire with that.
Uyahlanza khona ukuthi mawuhlabile inkomo or imbuzi, pick ublongo ubudle, it cleanses you. This is just from
shit.
Just eating shit.
Yeah, well, so much. I will ask about is kumba. Which is kumba? You can use it. Just beg a panty.
Pius, on your bullshit.
Also, there's more you can get from bullshit.
From bullshit, yeah. It's bullshit. Oh, wait. So wait, hold on. So you say they say Gucci Zulu gents would love the cows more than
they do, not with wood.
They do. Okay, but
it's how it is. Yeah, they love the kettles over the cows.
But like most of people, men, I think they like pork. They like imbuz. Okumbulu, my boy, that nigga who was shagging a goat.
No,
you remember that thing that I gendered?
That's a different reason.
Oh, that's a different reason. Okay. I'm just
because also like in Kom as well, in the Zulu culture, we take it as such an important animal. It's a symbol of wealth. To a point where I was very surprised in Cape Town where Shisanyama. One of the sources is that inyama bayithela ngenyongo. Imagine fethu inyama izovela ithelwe ngenyongo as a source and udle. That's absurd for umZulu uthi ngeke ukuthi ngizofika lapha ngizodla inyongo ngingayazi. Firstly iyababa. 1 2 uyidla kanjani inyongo yenkomo ngaseyakini. Bro, so all those things,
all the cultural
linked to our ancestors and bloodline and all of that. It's part of our tradition, very sacred. Like mawenza umsebenzi kwalahleka inyongo lo umsebenzi awukho.
Do you know how important you're talking about? How important cows? I just found out that cows in India, or like the Hindu
superstition,
are like a deity. I thought like, wait, is it? I found out it's called the mother. The cow is the mother because there was a time where they had a drought in India and they could actually get milk from like cows. It provided them with like so they ended up not killing cows in that particular time, and it became the mother who gives them sustenance.
Yeah,
but
as you grow, you start questioning, isn't it? Why don't you like the Bible? Right now, for me, a Bible where I'm at a point where I've realized that the Bible supports sinners and it supports worshippers. It's up to you to choose which lane and which path you choose, but the Bible supports both.
So you decide whether you're a sinner or a saint.
To and for what reasons and how you live your life. Because as in stories a Bible, it don't make sense. I wonder, for instance, Noah put every animal on the boat.
Yeah.
How can that be sensible?
Well,
you put a zebra and a lion on the same place.
Brotherly, you know what? You also need to determine what stories are factual and which are like allegorical.
Do you think any stories in the Bible are factual?
You, as like a person, you must. There's probably a few facts. There's Yeah, but
Probably.
understand this.
Yeah.
In our culture, you must also understand the time when people talk. Right now, our language is very technical in the way that we speak. But in even our older people, they speak in metaphors and allegory. Like ngeke ufike uthi uyolobola ufike la parents hey ngiphethe imali lana mfethu ngizolanda ingane yala ekhaya ngiphethe inyuku anlethe you say something give me that give me right now. No, you'll go there and you will say something. It's poetic, dog. Like you go there, sibonimbali, you saw a flower in your yard and ban. Yeah, but so
like an Englishman speaking English.
So yes, but even like those, yes, exactly. Like even back in so think about the times that these holy books were like written. You will come now and say and think everything is just technical and like factual, but you do not understand Uguti where it's actually coming
I just
from.
Like when do you stop living in the past?
Yeah, but
you cannot, because the more life changes, the more it stays the same. There's something like
so why don't you just enjoy it as it is right now?
Right now. Yeah.
Then looking into the past for like, you know, and I'm not hating on Christians,
bro. Let's look at like an institution like marriage. We're going deep now, guys.
Institution,
yeah. We are looking.
Never fucking again.
We are married,
bruh.
We are looking at an institution like marriage. I remember, people someone cheats and they are divorced, and I was looking at it. I was like, is cheating really grounds for like
a nice door?
A breakup,
a divorce.
Yes. It's a nice door.
Because people are always asking. People are like always asking, Guti, it's cheating, bro. They're acting like it's something new. Your granddads and your grandmoms had like.
I always tell people, look at your family. Everybody in your family married.
Even if they are married, there has been that cheating happening. If the issue, sorry.
No, I'm saying Quebec.
The issue comes here, bro. The issue comes here. I'm not a married man. This is just my opinion. Yeah. The issue comes in when it becomes a disrespectful thing. Do you understand? Now I'm here with my wife. The next thing, sing peace, sing kuluma, naban, like sing emakunin. I don't care. I'm missing dinners, bro. I'm not sleeping at home. I am sleeping with people in our very home, in a marital bed. Now that isn't even about cheating. That's just disrespect, dog.
Because what I wanted to ask is that since you're asking Nguti, is cheating a good reason enough to break up a marriage? So are you trying to say, Nguti, if she respects you but cheats on you, you will still accept her?
Yes, I wouldn't just marry someone.
No, you're like married now.
Yeah.
So and you find out that she's cheating on you, but she respects you.
Give me an example. How?
You walk in,
or over the phone, or you walk in and gee whiz.
Then the other person she's cheating
with. That means she doesn't respect me.
For
her to get caught, she doesn't respect me enough to be able to hide it. If a woman, yes, she doesn't care about that. If a woman's cheating on you and she respects you and love you, maybe, bro, maybe you're not even giving her the D like that, bro. I'll tell you. Okay, let me just tell you a true story. Right? There's a guy. Where I cut my hair, right?
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say Steve Harvey.
No, I'm not gonna go on Steve Harvey. Just listen to the story. I'll tell you just now.
Yeah.
So this guy who cuts my hair told me he lost everything, and then he had someone who's gonna help him fund his business, right?
Fucked his wife.
Listen. Crazy niggas, yeah. But anyway, this guy who funded him, cool. This guy's wife who's funded this thing, his wife starts coming to the salon trying to get like new hairstyles every week and all of that. And you know how like salons work.
Yeah,
but this lady wants the stuff for free, and the lady who does her hair was like, I'm not getting any money off this. Like I'm just working and whatever. And you're coming in every week. I could be making money. Off another.
Yeah.
Can't this lady is gonna see that this lady is cheating. Like that this guy's wife is like cheating. Wabona kwama text. And she got so pissed off once, she ended up telling the dude. Now, listen. And the dude hears this. And he's now interested. The dude goes through, he does his checks. He finds nothing in the phone. This dude did not know this woman was like cheating. Now, his issue is that he went and paid extra money to the provider, like he did something illegal, basically.
Yeah.
And then found information, she is really cheating.
Oh, shit.
And then he divorced her, and his life went upside down. He ended up losing everything. He couldn't operate anymore, and he ended up killing himself.
Oh.
The moral of the story, bruh, is that this was a good woman, dog. The fact that you do not know, that means that she's doing all her duties as a wife.
What?
She is holding you down.
What?
Everything is wrong. You did not know.
What?
Now you are going out your way to screw up your life. Bro, if you came to me and told me my wife is cheating or my girl is cheating, I'm not listening to that stuff. I must see ukuthi umoya usuyashintsha manje endlini. I must see that for myself. Lo muntu lona is not doing my duties. How? How am I gonna hurt myself? Why are you getting married? Why are you getting? I'm not getting married for love, bro. I'm getting married for like family. Can this lady hold this stuff together, bro? Is she supportive to me? Is this the person I want to face life with? Love, all that stuff, romantic stuff, that's all for like TV. Those are novels, bro. Those are things that like these white people come with. There's no man, bro.
When you speak of plural people, you can't blanket
statements, yeah.
Dog.
Because
it's limited to
as much as you might believe in it, but you can't blanket it.
No. I've done my research, dog. Listen here. Listen.
Your research will always be limited to your
research. Okay, Lalele. Can I ask you questions? You guys have like granddads and banban. In the places that you grew up with, were there ever amahim twa lo mfana lo nagaye na owala payana? Indaba exoxwa ngekhwela, where the Bali probably even knows, but what he has built here is bigger than that unfaithfulness. Yep. She has been good, like Maning. If it's a market,
but like, you're highlighting the rare.
These are not. This is not the rare stuff, dog. This is like how many times?
Somebody cheats, couples break up.
No. That's the main thing. I've been to funerals where why does this person look like Usbanban? There's like people abangaziwa. This is stuff that's like this happens all the time.
Most guys can't get ass, bro. Most guys are happy with the one girl they have, and that's it. Most guys are not most people in your circle are not hanging around 3-4 girls. Most people in your own circle. So take that and take it out into the world.
So when I tell me, because
what am I
I'm just about the bigger picture. I'm not checking my chick's phone. I am not doing any of those things. I'm not listening to anybody telling me that this is so I'm not allowing people to come into what I've built. Yeah.
So let's say this is us. Ne? We've seen your woman doing things and say she's cheating on Utam. And whether you trust us, if we come and tell you, hey, we saw Michelle holding hands, goopy.
It didn't look too
This is me. And then no more at goopy. You're still going to disregard that because you haven't seen it yourself.
I haven't seen it in my house. She's not treating me differently. Bro, I'm a selfish dude, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
In what sense?
Is she doing the things that work with how I want to live my life? How isn't or work. Like I'd rather break up with a lady just for not listening to me than umuntu ongezwa, than ukuzwa ukuthi umuntu like cheated. Ukuzwa. Mina fethu, dude, I'm so chilled that she's gonna get complacent and I'm gonna find out. Yeah.
Tell me, on that bombshell, I like to end the podcast.
You're too accepting, Tammy. You're too accepting.
Radio DR.
Very close to simping. Accepting bullshit. Yeah.
I don't accept bullshit in my life. How
you put that down?
Goodbye.
How do I put that down?
You're too accepting, bro.
You're too accepting, bro.
Of what?
And I was